many times as you can. 3 magic phrases for likability. 1, I was just thinking of you. Okay, so here's how you use this authentically, right?
Okay.
You think of a lot of people in your life all the time.
Yeah.
If you are thinking of someone and you can text them, I was just thinking of you, how are you? I was just thinking of you, how'd that project go? I was just thinking of you, it has been a while since we talked. Or, and better, you see a movie, you see a documentary, you see a matcha latte, you see a mug, you see a ceramic candle, and you're like, oh, this made me think of you. So my text messages, my conversations are full of actual moments where I was triggered to think of that person, actually, that this thing made me think of you. Or, I was just thinking of you, I wanted to ask you about. If you don't think of someone, they're not a person you need to have in your life.
Okay, so that's number 1.
That's number
I
1.
want to pause on number 1 because I've got some sort of questions to ask here.
Yes.
It sounds exhausting. It sounds like it's going to cost me a lot of time that I don't necessarily have. And this is just my surface level reaction was, oh God, another job. Like, do you know what I mean? I like, if I've got to set aside an hour to like text everyone I know and go, I was just thinking of you, it's going to be exhausting. I've got like 6 friends and I've got my partner, and I've got my family and my team. It's a lot.
Then just them. And also, it doesn't take an hour when you're like, oh, stainless steel mug. This made me think of you. Right? Like, you're only doing it when it's actually naturally occurring to you. I don't want you to sit at your desk and be like, I'm due for some I was just thinking of yous. No, this happens in the wild.
Okay.
You're watching a documentary, you're at a restaurant, you're on the bus, you're like, oh, that reminds me of this person, quick text. That is less work than missing an old friend and not knowing what to say. It is less work to see something in real life or have a thought of like, I wonder how Sarah is. And reaching out to them then, I miss Sarah, but I'm not gonna reach out to her. It's also less work when you see someone and you haven't seen them in a while, or they're a friend of a friend, or they're that casual coworker relationship, and you're like, what do I say? I think it's a lot of work to go up to that person and be like, how was your weekend? I think that's a lot of work. I think boring small talk's a lot of work. If you actually thought of them to say, you know, I know you love dolphins. I saw this dolphin documentary on Netflix. Have you seen it? I was just thinking of you. Made me think of you.
I got another concern.
Oh.
So if I start firing out these WhatsApp messages telling people when I'm thinking
Love
of
it,
them,
love
it's
it.
just going to be opening up loads of conversations that I then have to deal with. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's going to be like, hey, I was just thinking of you. And then they reply, they go, oh, how are you? And I go, I'm good, thanks. And then I go, how are you? They go, I'm good, thanks. And then, do you know what I mean? And then they might ask me.
I don't believe in asking, how are you?
Okay.
That's a whole other thing. This is a good test. If you are worried that they're going to start a conversation that's going to bore you and feel like work, they're not a close friend.
So don't text them.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
It's a very good test. If there's someone where you're like, oh, I don't really want to hear how they are,
Yeah.
don't text them.
Okay.
This is for the people who you want to level up with. There are 3 levels of intimacy. People who you kind of know, you know their personal, you know their general traits, where they work, where they live, what they do, that's it. You don't want to go any deeper with them. Level 2 people are people where they know your personal concerns, you know their goals, their motivations, their personality traits, their worries. Those are people you want to invest in. And there's a last level, which is the most deep level, which is called self-narrative, which is the story we tell ourselves about ourselves. If you categorize your relationships, another activity I love for my students to do is make those 3 levels on a piece of paper. Write down the 20 people you can think of, the top 20 people you spend the most time with, where they fall.
So we have acquaintances, we have
Acquaintances who just kind of know where you're from, what do you do, the
peripheral
basics.
people.
Mhm.
Yeah, right.
And by the way, some of the people who you're close with, you might not be deep with,
Yeah, true.
right? Level 2, personal concerns. Could they tell you what is your, Stephen, biggest goal right now?
Okay, and then the middle layer I didn't understand.
That's the middle layer. That's the middle layer. So it's general traits, personal concerns, self-narrative.
What's self-narrative?
So this is what my next book is about. I'm doing research on it right now. Self-narrative is the story you tell yourself